This video is designed to review with you one of the most important negative consequences of an expansionary fiscal policy, and that is a phenomenon known as crowding out. We begin with an economy in recession. To move the aggregate demand line to the right to restore a long-run equilibrium, the government can increase its own spending or cut taxes. However, in doing so, the government sets off a sequence of events that have the potential to be very damaging to the economy, particularly in the long run. Expansionary fiscal policies require the government to borrow funds, since their tax collections will no longer cover their expenditures. The government then enters the market for loanable funds as a borrower, or graphically, as a demander of loanable funds. This shifts the demand line to the right. And the more the government borrows, the further the line shifts. As a result of this shift, the real interest rate increases. You may recall from Unit 4 that businesses considering investment compare the real interest rate, that's the amount they pay, to the rate of return, the amount that they earn, and will only invest if the rate of return exceeds the real interest rate. By raising the real interest rate, the government discourages some businesses from borrowing, thereby decreasing investment in the short run. This phenomenon is known as crowding out, and the government has figuratively pushed aside businesses trying to borrow money for investment. Graphically, this shifts the aggregate demand line back to the left. As the government undoes some of the increases in total spending that it had accomplished in the first place. But more significantly than this is what happens in the long run. You may recall that business investment is critical to economic growth, as investment expands an economy's capital resources, promotes innovation, and increases productivity. By borrowing more today, the government can prevent all these things from happening in the future, because businesses will not want to make investments due to the higher borrowing cost. Because of this, crowding out is a serious concern for economists.